everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Chiefs going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I would guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And incomplete to open things up. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. 38 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And now here comes comes Kansas City. Hit as he threw it. Charles, that ball's got to come out quicker.
It does, and the way that happens, know where you need to go with the ball in pre-snap. Has to read the coverage, has to have a great idea so he knows he can get rid of it right now to an open receiver.
Because he had no back in there to protect him with that 5-wide set.
So you know it should become your own blitz control because you've got to deliver the ball and know you're going to get hit.
Okay, time now to meet the starters defensively for the Miami Dolphins.
And let's start with Xavier Howard, a cornerback out of Baylor. He's one of the top 50 players on my board coming out of the draft in 2016, and I don't think he's going to disappoint. Long, lean, has excellent ball skills.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Austin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Trying to lay one up deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And now here comes Kansas City.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go back to the air here after the eye. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. picked off. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Play action, it's Tannehill. He's got time. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They run again with Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. There he goes, right side. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. He will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the air again, Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. A sea of Chiefs jerseys in there that time to make the stop.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Austin's got it left side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at the 2. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Anthony Fasano, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Tannehill now to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They go back to the air here after the INT. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got the hookup with Conley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now Conley's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it go again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And tough starting field position here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety.
Yeah, this is good. I'm not going to even sugarcoat this one. I did not care at all for that play call.
Well, there's just so little time. You don't have much time to do anything. Why not, Charles, just run the football, take it into the locker room?
As you know, there are more bad things than good that can happen when you're backed up this deep with this little time. And sure enough, This is a late safety.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Macklin, deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 39 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Here's Tannehill. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. In the red zone this time. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. They come out here in the eye. To throw on second down is Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Now Tannehill on third and goal, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 6 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. So on fourth down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head, but their head coach decided 3 was enough.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a gain of 14 there, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll run it here. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw is Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And fourth down coming up. Here's Matt Darr now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play there for KC. 64 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he pulls over him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run the option left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Tannehill. Surveying the field. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Tannehill now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll loop. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now here comes Kansas City. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route?
Here we go.
That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's now the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Miami, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.